What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Nick and welcome to the channel. You join me today at V.I.R. It is the very long fiddly circuit. I think the West circuit, it said, I don't know, it's the hella long circuit to over nearly a 3-minute lap in this one here. I'm not really sure what happened on the loading screen for the track. We had some weird things going on with the with the Audi and the Civic, but we shall ignore that. We're just doing one quick flying practice lap because I don't actually know this circuit all that well. I know parts of V.I.R. I just don't know this amalgamation of twiddly little bits. So we put in a P3 practice lap. We are about 5 seconds off of the fastest recorded time, so not too bad for someone still figuring his way around the circuit. We're in a very big lobby this one. We're at P24 back of the grid here, so it's going to be a lot of moving forward. As I say, we didn't do any form of qualifying, just going to see where we can get to because we're still learning the track and we're not going to be fighting at the beginning. We're going to be starting on the hard tyres as well. Just a reminder, we're starting at a skill rating of 4271, so we're looking to see if we can get any form of improvement on that. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow start in this one. Inevitable murder, and then hopefully trying to navigate our way through that as cleanly as possible to capitalise by the end of the race. So we get away off of the grid. A bit of a slower start compared to the Audis in front of us. They do get a better getaway through the second phase of the start away from the grid here. We're just going to hang back coming through at turn 1. I sensed a whole load of murder happening as we Civic flying off to the left hand side. We've got a whole load of more cars off in the grass on the left as well. A lot of people deploying their smoke screens, a lot of dirt and dust getting kicked up as well, so we are just going through nice and slowly. We are up 4 positions through the first turn of people have been murdered off here. We've got more people off to the right hand side. We catch a glimpse of an Audi coming through very quickly in the mirrors, so we turn right into a left hand to give him space to go through. He cuts back across on us as well before taking the left hander for some reason. More chaos just happens here. We effectively stop coming through that right hander here and we get going again, and through all this said and done, even with that link rejoining from the left, we are up to P13. So we go through the squiggly bits. We're coming down the hill to the left-hander here, and we can pick up another couple of positions with more people having some arguments on the grass there. Pay attention to that Oreo liveried Audi that we just went past here. He'll be making a recurring appearance in this week's episode. We're coming down into the double right-hander. We are a lot quicker than the Audi coming to this section, but we are on the outside. We go very deep. We still somehow get collected by the Oreo liveried Audi. As I said, he will be one of the featuring cast in this episode here. He goes up to the top on the Audi ahead of us, and as you can see, they just both barrel off into the grass, so we are going to swing around here and pick up another couple of positions, although we're not. We're going to get absolutely cleaved by the Audi rejoining the track at a near 90-degree angle. So yeah, there was that there. So that puts us back down to 14th. We are coming down the hill to end the first lap. We slide up the inside of the Audi that gets out of shape. He decides that he wants to keep that position, and we have a nice meeting with Mr. Barry R. We drop down to P17 through all of that. It was all said and done. So we are just starting lap 2. We've gone up to P11. We have dropped all the way back down to P17, starting from P24. So all happened in the space of the first 3 minutes here. We've got the Oreo Audi again making a reappearance by driving into us for some unknown reason, and we are unfortunately going to pick up a penalty from that. 2.25 seconds for being on the racing line. Forza penalty system hopefully going to be improving soon based on this crash detection there. Civic in the wall on the right hand side. We are back up to P16 with that. We look towards the inside. I don't really want to get in front of this guy, but he brakes so goddamn early that I just end up having the move done, to be honest. We get it past there. So at this point I regret my decision, and coming into the left-hander here, we are going to hang it out wide. We are going to give him all of the space on the inside that he could possibly want, because I do not want him behind me at all. I want to be able to see that guy and what he's doing, so I can see him when he does crap like that. So he swings it around there. That's why I wanted him in front of me. It was a good thing he's pushed his way back through, I guess. So yeah, it's going to be, well, he's that kind of race. The rest of it's all been pretty good, to be fair. It's just this guy, as you can see, committing murder, just unhinged murder, coming up through to the top hill section before the end of the lap, sending that Audi careening off into the grass. He's having another battle with this Civic in front coming through this section here. There's all sorts of dust being kicked up. The Civic and the Audi are still having a squabble, and they both end off in the grass on the left hand side there on a straight somehow. We slide up the inside of both of those. We get up to P12. We've got the Civic ahead of us getting all out of shape, so we get up to P11. He thankfully sees me coming and pulls back to the left to not hamper for us, so thank you very much for that, guy. Coming up the right-hander, we go past, or through rather, an Audi with a Civic that have been having a squabble through this section of the lap. We close up to the back of the Civic. We go a little bit too hot into this downhill left-hander. We have to cut that bit of the track, unfortunately. We do pick up a 0.2 second penalty there with that one, which is fair enough. Can't really argue too much with that one, but we are coming through this right-hander here, and we do sort of follow the Civic off here. He goes in very hot. He gets off onto the grass. We just about managed to stop it in time while on the tarmac, cut back and make the position up to P9. Oh, right, I'm going to use this to take a bit of breath because that's been a very hectic start of the lap. Coming down through the back straight here, we've got the Audi pulling in front of the Civic towards the end of that straight coming up the hill. You'll see two arrows gaining very, very quickly. That Civic coming through like a cruise missile, and then we get tagged by presumably the Audi behind us. Still keeping P9, but yeah, it's just been sort of driving through my mirrors through parts of this race, unfortunately. We get all out of shape coming down the hill, get a nice big boot of throttle just to bring the nose back round so we don't spin out, but we do drop a position. The Audi pits with the Civic goes past us, as does Mr. Oreo Audi as well. We gain another position of the link coming out of the pit there. I presume we're going medium. We are up to P10. We look up the inside of the Civic here. He's very close to going off the grass, so we use the cutback here to get around him. Coming into the flowing section, we make that move nice and cleanly, working our way to the back of the Oreo Audi once again. We brake coming over the crest of the hill. That Audi again getting in there too hot. We do miss our braking point a little bit. We let the link through because he is on fresh tyres. We're not racing this guy at all, so we're not going to hamper him too much. Not really something I want to get involved in. I'm just trying to make my tyres last at this point. The Link and the Audi ahead of us, getting all kinds of squabble into the double right-hander. Audi just skirting the Link and Co round there. We end up side by side, but we lift just to make sure we aren't side by side because we want nothing to do with that. The Audi gets all out of shape coming through the last corner, goes onto the grass. We check behind us to see if he's going to be dive bombing us, but he is going into the pit on this one, so thankfully we have a bit of breathing room. We've got trying to gauge here if we can make these hard tyres last for the rest of the race. We've got just over half grip left, but by the time we come out to finish that lap, we have dipped into sort of the orange section of grip, so we are going to be pitting for a splash and dash. Right, so during this respite of the pit stop, once again, if you are still here enjoying the content, if you do me a favour, drop a like, leave a comment if you are, and if you are enjoying the content and wish to see more, do subscribe for more in the future. Right, we pitted P8 with one lap left to go. We're on the final lap here. We've lost two positions to P10, but they are both in sight, so I think pitting there was probably the right call. We would have probably lost a bit too much time over the next 3 minutes to keep these positions comfortably. Coming through the flow-in section here under the bridge towards the right hill, the right-hander uphill section. We brake, keeping the guy nice and close on the inside. He goes very deep through the second part of the corner. We cut back and get that move done, a nice and easy back up to P9. Coming through here down the hill towards the double right-hand section, we have a lot more overspeed than the Audi in front of us, but he just drifts himself over to the inside here. With our grip, we give a squirt of throttle to get up alongside, but he cuts us out at the apex of that one here, gets us a little bit out of shape. We have to back off. We duck back into the slipstream down at the back straight here. We brake at the top of the hill, try and get cut back. He manages just to hold it tight enough where we're not able to do that. We go around the outside, let off, do a switch back on that one because he's got no grip left in those tyres. We use ours to our advantage, cut back round here, coming down the last turn to the finish straight. We are unfortunately not going to manage to gap the car behind us enough to hold this position, unfortunately, so it will be a P9, but we've got P8 on the road, so we'll take that as a personal win. So thank you very much for that one, guys. That was a fun one, a hectic one. There's confirmation there of P9 once all is said and done with penalties and things. Yeah, that was certainly a race. As you can see, the guy who's causing absolute carnage there was even a level 222 account, so he has been on this quite often. Even through all that, we do manage to keep a improvement on a skill rating, but because of that penalty we picked up with the Audi, we do drop to an A grade safety rating, annoyingly, just shy of 4.3k in terms of our overall rating, so we are still seeing a little bit of improvement, just small amounts progressively. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this, as I say, do drop a like, leave a comment letting me know, and if you are enjoying my content, do subscribe for plenty more in the future. I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.